Give us a Chinese perspective. It appears that China is using global times, is using its entire to try and put across this narrative that India is the aggressor. Would I be right?
No, I don't think you're right. I'm not saying the aggressor. They're saying that they want to have India meet China halfway. I don't know exactly what that means. But I can tell you that both sides are playing to their domestic audiences. This is about face saving, about building trust, and it's not over yet. So before we start weighing in with invectives about how terrible China is, or China saying terrible India is, the issue is talk has prevailed. We're not having another violent incident, and hopefully this will continue.
But Einar Tangen, the fact is the Chinese have been less than transparent when it comes to what is happening on the border to its own people. You're saying they are pushing for a domestic constituency. Have they told their domestic constituency what exactly happened in the Galwan Valley on the night of 15? Have they spoken at all about Chinese ambitions in the area? Are they keeping a veil of silence over what exactly is happening in eastern Ladakh?
No, I mean, there was no veil of silence. There was more attention being paid to COVID-19 than to this particular issue. But what was said by the department spokesperson was that they accused India of violating, attacking, coming across a line of control twice. And that's what exacerbated the incident where 20 Indian Jawans were killed. So at this point, as I said, both sides are trying to play to the domestic audience that they were right, the other one was wrong. But, you know, let's keep this in perspective. Would you rather have people talking or shooting?
You know, G. Parthasarathy, do you agree with Mr. Tangen that this is about catering to domestic constituencies? Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also pushing a narrative to cater to the domestic constituency, and that is exactly what President Xi is doing. Or do you believe, as a democracy, we are a far more open and transparent society when it comes to questions being asked about what's happening in Ladakh versus what the Chinese will do with their own domestic constituency?
Well, what I heard from the previous speaker, I was wondering if it was from the Global Times, which is the Chinese Communist Party rag. Now, let me be very, very clear. The Chinese are isolated. They are hated by every neighbor whose frontiers they're intruding into, starting with Japan, moving on to Philippines, Taiwan, South Korea, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, you name it. And ASEAN have just passed a resolution telling them to observe international law. This is the first time after 10 years of debate that ASEAN have come out this way. And it is not just ASEAN.
But who is winning the information war, Mr. Parthasarathy? Do you believe that the world is accepting India's narrative that the Chinese are the aggressors and the expansionists?
I lived through enough wars, and I don't believe in information wars. I believe that facts get through. And the facts are that China has been just held as an aggressor by 10 ASEAN countries. France has backed us. They tried to stop the Russians from selling us weapons and drew a blank. And I think they are getting a bit head up. And let us also be very, very clear. We don't want conflict, but we didn't start this. I mean, coming into Pangong So, and as far as they came in Galwan, is by no stretch of imagination where they were 6 months earlier. So I think we have won the facts. And the fact of the matter is, the Americans are with us, the Europeans are with us, the bulk of South Asia, it hates the Chinese for the way they bully them in the South China Sea. So I am not worried on the propaganda war at all, because facts speak for themselves.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.